Okay, I am well aware that I did this program around the holidays, and the last thing I really want you to focus on is nutrition and eating super clean and cutting all the sugar and not drinking as much, because that's not what Thanksgiving is about or the holidays are about. So keep that in mind, that this whole challenge, I thought of the idea because we're eating extra. And when you're eating extra, you have extra glycogen in your muscles, and the best thing to do is, of course, sweat a little bit, but just lift heavy. You're gonna be extra strong when you eat extra food. So that's when this whole idea came to be. But I cannot go through any sort of program without addressing nutrition, because I'm a nutritional therapy practitioner and it's my favorite thing to talk about. If you're brand new to me, seriously, at some point, check out the MFit Challenge. It is 21 days for $21 with meal plans, and it teaches you all about this in detail. But I'm gonna break it down, especially if you're starting strength training or a new workout program, really what to look for in your diet and what could be missing and how we can make your body composition changes easier, because it really does come down all to food. The first thing that I wanna start with, because there's 1,000 places that my brain wants to go, but it's actually if you're really sore and you're not recovering well. And the biggest reason for this is most likely because your protein level is really low. And so first and foremost, post-workout shakes make that really easy. Women within 30 minutes, men within 45 minutes, always get a scoop of protein. I like Clean Proteins. This is a brand that I use. I love them because I don't do well with dairy. Whey protein is the highest BV, meaning biological value, meaning how well does your body absorb it. Whey protein will do the best, but this is very close to that. I had tried a lot of vegan proteins before I found this, and they just don't do the job. So I'm really sore the next day. The goal is get your muscles to recover by shuttling protein into them, and you shuttle protein into your muscles the best when you have a little bit of carbohydrate with it. So if you're looking to lose body fat in a significant amount, don't worry about this. But if you're more advanced, or you have a lot of muscle tissue and you just want to get stronger, combine your protein with a carb source. So it could be as simple as a banana, but since banana is fructose, the best thing to do is some sort of glucose. And so I do a 1-to-1 ratio of protein to carb. So that means 25 grams of protein, at least 25 grams of carbs in a post-workout shake within 30 minutes. If that does not help my soreness and I feel really tired or fatigued, it's actually a need for essential fatty acids. And so that's when I immediately recommend to my clients, take fish oil. And so if you feel like you walk upstairs and you're exhausted and you're like, why am I so tired? It is because we've maybe been non-fat for too long, or we're just not eating the right types of good fats. And so again, please listen to my Meathead Hippie podcast on supplements. It's listed in the email. It is the most incredible basic knowledge on supplements, and fish oil is something that everyone should take. You can also just have wild-caught fish or grass-fed beef, but if you don't have access to those, then fish oil is a must. It doesn't have to be every day, but it does need to be consistent, and you will see recovery in your muscles. When we look at also healing, because a lot of you guys have asked about injury, healing, all of that comes from food. Our body is built on nutrients. So if you're suffering from an injury in your shoulder or your knee, think of it as not necessarily just the workouts, but how does my body heal? And the best way to heal is cutting out inflammatory foods. Again, this is very much a huge piece of my 21-day MFit challenge. And so if you're looking at cutting sugar or drinking less alcohol, this is a big piece of that challenge. That's what my challenge does. Another way that you can heal is adding collagen into your diet. That's why collagen is such a big hit right now, is because you're looking at adding the most abundant protein in your body, which is collagen, into your diet. This is different than a post-workout shake, but you can add in collagen through any sort of recipe. I have a hashtag called M's Vitals for dips, for smoothies, for cookies, for treats. There's like 1,000 different ways you can use collagen. I love Vital Proteins. You can also do turmeric. Turmeric is the best anti-inflammatory you can find in nature because of a component called curcumin. And when I look at turmeric, actually tasting it is 6 times more effective than swallowing a pill. So I love turmeric in my spice, in my curry, and by taking it through my supplement that I love called Tumero. Again, the more supplements conversation, go listen to the podcast. This is more about strength training, so we're gonna move over here.
Pre-workouts. Pre-workouts are really incredible because they can help get your brain dialed in. Branched chain amino acids are actually just as good. So L-leucine, which is a branched chain amino acid, can cross the blood-brain barrier and help with your focus. So it's a really cool thing that doesn't require caffeine. So if I'm going to the gym and I don't want to eat before I go, I always do branched chain amino acids either in the form of pre-workouts or in the form of just a simple BCAA complex. It is not okay to do anything anaerobic or weight training fasted. Men do better with it than women, but women tend to cause adrenal dysfunction. So again, this gets into the stress component. If someone's going into the gym and pushing it and they have nothing in their system, they might feel okay, but it will catch up. Your stress will take over and you will plateau. Some other ways that I like, if I don't have time to eat and I want to get a little something in my system, is doing some fats and proteins. That's kind of a great pre-workout that you can do if you're not doing super heavy. But if you are doing super heavy and you're strength training, don't be afraid of carbs. All of this is broken down into the MFit challenge of what I believe in. Carbs are best pre and post workout. So the meal that I have before I work out and the meal that I have after I work out, I make sure that I have 25 grams of carbs no matter what, because if I don't, then I'm not gonna have anything to lift heavy with. That glycogen in our muscles is important. And so especially for my clients that are fat adapted or keto, if you hit a plateau and you're not seeing definition, check your carbohydrate level. I love the range between 100 and 150 grams a day. Some other great snacks, because we want to increase our protein throughout the day. Men, I want you at 150 grams of protein-ish. Women, at least 100 grams of protein-ish. Easy ways to do that are Epic bars. It's healthy beef jerky. Making sure that boiled eggs are always in your kitchen because they're the easiest meal that you can get. Obviously, nuts and seeds have some protein, but every single meal that you eat, where's your protein? And the rest I will work on with you when you're ready in the MFit challenge. The last couple pieces that I think are so important when you're working out, hydration. It is not about the amount of water that you drink. It is about how much you maintain that water in your system. You cannot hold on to water in high stress unless you have electrolytes. So adding salt to your water or adding Nuun tablets at least once every single day will help you stay hydrated so you don't have to drink a jug of water, 150 ounces of water a day, because if you're just peeing clear, we're not actually hydrated. We need to drink a little less, but make it better. And if you're not drinking at least 75 ounces, that's where I want you to start. And then this is just a fun hack because I'm obsessed with Forcingmatic. This is a mushroom company, the non-psychedelic mushroom company. Cordyceps can increase ATP production. If you look at the science of how we move, how we move weight or how we move our body, it is all about mitochondria and ATP. And our goal as athletes, or our goal for our athletes, is to make them be more improved every single time they lift. You do that by increasing ATP. Cordyceps actually do that. So if you have asthma, or if you just want a little edge in the gym, Cordyceps can be a really cool way to help increase your performance. That was a lot. I tried to fit it all in. I'm sorry if I overwhelmed you. I'll put it all in the email. I love food. It is all about food when it comes to body composition and how you see yourself in this world and how you perform. So it matters. Go eat a lot over Thanksgiving and then come to me when you're ready.